Kamakailan nga lang, no, hinagupit ang Cebu ng Bagyong Tino. Dahil dito, marami ang nasawi, marami ang nasaktan, maraming bahay, ari-arian ang nawasak at nasira. Dahil dito, dahil sa pagbaha and sa flash flood dala ng Bagyong Tino. Alam naman natin, isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit nangyari ito is, this flood control project na issue na meron tayo ngayon, hanggang ngayon is ongoing. Pero sa gitna ng lahat ng ito, no, sa gitna ng kaguluhan na ito, merong isang pangalan ang lumulutang. At ayon ay ang kay Slater Young. About, again, this project na meron sila sa Cebu, which is The Rise at Monterrazas. 2 years ago nga, in-introduce sa atin ni Slater Young itong, project na ginagawa nila. At kung makikita natin yung structure and kung paano nila ginawa, napakaganda, man. Napakaganda. Sa totoo lang. Di natin mapagkakaila, napakaganda ng design na ginawa nila dun sa project na yun. Sa kabila lang napakagandang itsura ng project na to, is napakasama naman ang naging resulta nito para sa mga citizen sa paligid ng proyektong to. Makikita natin sa Facebook, no, yung mga balita and mga videos na ina-upload tungkol sa mga naka-experience nung flood. And grabe, I feel like I'm watching a movie. Parang yung mga ganong senaryo may kita mo lang sa movie, no? Hindi ka makapaniwala na totoo yun, na may binabasag pang bubong, no? Para makalabas lang sila. Inaangat nila yung mga bata, yung mga babae, nasa bubong sila lahat. Dagat-dagatang baha na may halong putik, mga debris, mga kahoy na galing sa mga bahay na nasira, mga gamit na lumulutang, no, halo-halo na. Grabe. So, bakit nga ba ang pangalan ni Slater Young ang isa sa mga lumutang this issue na ito? We have to go back from 2 years ago when Slater Young actually introduced their latest project, which is the Rise of the Monterrazas, or The Rise at the Monterrazas.
Guys, we are going to finally reveal to you a project that we've been working on for so long. This project is the reason kung bakit nag-pause muna tayo sa YouTube, because kailangan to ng maraming brain power and brain cells. Pero guys,
well, I mean, seems like that brainstorming didn't work when the actual storm is dumating.
Show you today makes it all worth it. This is The Rise at Monterrazas.
Look at this, man. Look at this. It's fucking beautiful. Hindi natin mapagkakaila. Napakaganda niya. Diba? Napakaganda ng proyektong yung design ng lugar. Para isang lugar na ipagmamalaki mo na, meron kami niyan sa Pilipinas. Right? Yung ganyang itsura. Yung yung kapalit naman nito is napakasama.
Lastly, because we're building on a mountainside, we want the project to be as sustainable as possible. And we've had several iterations to get to this point. This whole thing actually took us maybe around 300 different versions. So gusto ko lang mag-thank you kay LLG Architects for being really patient with us. So we kind of got inspired by working with nature, and the biggest inspiration for us was how us Filipinos...
Well, I guess ang plan nila is to work with nature, but seems like they actually work against the nature. So, well, the nature's fight back. Man, ang nasalanta is yung mga nasa baba.
Ladies and gentlemen,
look at this. It's fucking beautiful, man. Oh, man. May iniwala ka talaga na, the cost of beauty talaga is medyo mabigat pag ipinilit mo.
And with that, we're able to create this free-flowing design, but not only that, this whole...
Yeah, I guess the flood is also free-flowing, punta sa mga nakatira sa baba. Just free-flowing pupunta sa kanila.
So, this whole area is called Guadalupe area. That's the biggest residential barangay.
Which is, ang isa sa pinaka-tinamaan ng bagyo or ng flood, the flash flood, man, because of, man. Oh, man, this is 2 years ago, but, like, everything is actually starting from here.
So this is going to be a very, very premium and low density development. We only have 146 units for the Rise, and then right across it, dito, itong naka-plastic na to, we're going to be building a mall here in the future. So the whole entire Monterrazas de Cebu development will kind of be like a township in the future. But guys, just look at this. If pagpasok mo dito and you're...
Well, napakagandang, napakagandang balita para sa mga mayayaman na natitira dito sa lugar na to. Oh, man. I'm just sad. Especially sa ngayon. Like, natin kung ano yung nangyari ngayon. Now, watching this is just so sad. Like, we all know na ang pagtira dito is going to be very, very expensive. Na ang makatira lang dito is most probably mga may pera talaga or kaya maka-afford. But, ang mga tinatamaan is yung mga mahirap nating kababayan na nasa baba. Oh, man.
Driving through, ito yung magigreet natin dito. And ang ganda and ang organic ng feeling just going through here. This entire building will be collecting all the rainwater to a tank down below, and then meron tayong irrigation system. It's a drip irrigation system that makes the entire strip of garden in front of you virtually maintenance free. So that is one of the sustainable solutions.
Yeah, so I guess that didn't work. Alam natin na ginagawa pa rin to, no, at the moment, but ang question kasi doon is yung irrigation system or yung tangke sa ilalim, no? Yung pagpupuntahan nitong mga ulan na to is kaya bang saluhin lahat ng ulan ng isang bagyo? Right? Because maybe we are thinking about just a casual rain. Pero paano pag yung bagyo? Katulad ng Bagyong Tino. Pangatayong post dito from Facebook, sabi, we prepared for Typhoon Tino, but we did it for Monterrazas de Cebu's sudden water flow. But who would have thought we'd be swimming in mocha-colored waters from them when they said that they had the best standard flood control in their area. Just in their area, never in the community below. No? Yung mga kasi again, pag gano'n no? So, lahat ng flood is bababa talaga. Like, I know they have this, flood control, like tangke sa ilalim na nagko-kolekta ng tubig. But ang tanong, kaya ba niyang kolektahin pag isa ng bagyo, like Typhoon Tino? Kasi most probably, kung hindi kaya doon, bababa yun sa mga tao sa Guadalupe. I know we are tardy to the party. Bakit nga natin pag-uusapan to? Well, Slater Young and Chris Uy is spotted together in an airport. Seems like they are going on a little bit of a vacation in the middle of this issue. Naalungkot lang kasi merong mga tao na kayang, pumunta ng ibang bansa, magpalamig dahil sa init ng pangyayari, na may kakayanan gawin yon. But we have, meron tayong mga kababayan na gusto man nila gawin yun, hindi nila kaya. Ang kaya lang gawin is panoorin yung mga gamit nila, pinaghirapan nila, yung bahay na tinayo nila na masira dahil sa bagyo. And I know, hindi lang dapat si Slater ang sinisisi dito. Most probably, there are people na dapat kailangan nating masinisisi, behind this project. Of course, di lang naman si Slater Young ang nag-decide para sa project na to, right? But maybe the reason why pangalan ni Slater Young yung mas lumulutang is because Slater Young is like the face of the project. I just want to give you my 2 cents about this. Kasi again, sobrang nakakalungkot nung pangyayari sa Cebu. Yung mga videos na napanood natin sa mga experience ng mga taga Cebu is grabe. Parang just straight out of a fucking movie. But yeah, sa lahat ng mga nasalanta and nawalan ng mga mahal sa buhay, again, wanna give my condolence and yeah, just wanna talk about it.